In the backyard here, we've got a trench dug for new electrical that'll be going into the garage right over there for an EV charger. We've installed some new windows. We've done a ton of work on the inside of the house, but I just thought I would maybe show the outside of the house and see what the back of the house looked like before we jump inside. So, without further ado, let's go look inside. So if you'll recall, the old kitchen was back here. This was the living room. We made this the dining room. This is going to be the new kitchen. We're going to have a new kitchen island here, kitchen surround cabinets here, uppers up there. I thought it might be interesting for you to see how we go about getting our projects ready for wiring. One of the steps in our process is we have our electricians come and box out the project. So we just have boxes installed, no wire. Boxes, switches, like electrical boxes, or plugs, whatever you want to call them, switches, pot lights, all of that sort of stuff. And because there's no wires pulled to them already, it's really easy for us to have the electricians move this from this side of the stud to the other, or from this to here, wherever we think it needs to go as we do our walkout. Part of what we do is we have a client maybe walk through a door and say, hey, reach out and try to turn on the light as you're coming in or out of the room. Is that switch intuitively where you think it would be? If it's not, then we have a conversation. Hey, does it make sense to move that switch to someplace else? Does it make sense to leave it where it is because of whatever reasons? But at least we have an opportunity to have a conversation with the clients before the electricians have gone and pulled all the wire to all of these locations. Because as you could imagine, once the electricians have pulled wire to here, if they're pigtailed and they're going from one to the other, if we go and move the plug, we may have to rerun wire for an entire area. So it can be really expensive to move plugs or pot lights once the wire's been pulled. But if there's no wire pulled, it's really, really simple. It's just a couple of screws generally, and we just move it around wherever we need it to go so that once the project is complete, client is almost always happy with where plugs and switches are because they've gone through the process of walking through the home and reaching for things, interacting with things, and we just try to make sure that we get it right. And of course, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. It's a big motto around Sprucehill. So we just want to make sure we get it right the first time. Thought that might be interesting for you to know. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day.